The man in the Bay, the all-pro record-breaking wide receiver for the Niners. Deebo, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. We just had Mikey Sainristil, DB, Michigan, on the show. We just had Xavier Worthy, who hit a 4.21 40 at the Combine. You crushed the Combine. I remember your Combine. I remember everybody being like, oh, because you killed it. You're taken in the second round out of South Carolina. What is sort of your, when you look back at that experience and you're watching these young cats have to come and like campaign for where they're drafted, what are your thoughts?
Man, I think that's the best opportunity in the world to showcase, like, you know what I'm saying, how fast you can be and, you know, how fluid you can be in and out of routes and just showing everybody what you're capable of doing. And, man, for the young cat to go run 4.21, like, that's different. Like, you know, I ain't got too many words for that. That was crazy, though. But you know what the man was training at down there with Nick, though. So, I mean, it speaks for itself.
When you saw that, what were your words? What were your thoughts? Crazy.
Didn't have none. I'm just like, ain't no way that man running that fast.
He
knew it. He knew it right at the end of it. He just kept running. He was like, yeah, I just hit it.
Yeah, and J.J. McCarthy comes over. They're like all celebrating. They're all happy. He said, I just talked to him. He said it was like winning a 7-on-7.
Yeah, I ain't went too many 7-on-17 in high school, so I don't too much know what that feeling looked like.
But you know the draft feeling. Were you mad? Because you crushed your Combine. Were you mad you were taken in the second round?
Wasn't too mad. You know, I just wanted the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to continue to play the game I love. And once that happened, I mean, it was whatever at that point.
What would you tell these cats who are going to go in the second, third round? Like you sort of, and do you think you are where you were always supposed to be?
100%. You know, God gonna always put you wherever you need to be. And, you know, he just put you in position to see how, you know, can obtain adversity and stuff like that. So, I mean, wherever you go, man, just make sure, you know, you stamp it and you know what I'm saying, you just make people regret for passing up on you.
I saw Xavier Leggett was talking you up after his Combine workout the other day. I don't know if you saw that. Shout out South Carolina. You've already got one of the most stacked offenses in the league, but Xavier wants to go play with you, play with Aiyuk. Would Xavier Leggett be a good addition too?
Oh yeah, for sure. Big, fast, physical guy. As you've seen, like, that big running 4.3 is kind of crazy, but you know, he came down to Arizona and worked with me a good bit in the summertime, and since he's been there, so I mean, I kind of was surprised, you know, how his Combine went, even though he's bobbling the ball and got good hands right here. But overall, man, the man's just a great player. All
right, we got to talk about. I haven't seen you in a long time. You've had a couple weeks. You're back on social. You're smiling. I'm happy to see that. You called the Super Bowl loss one of the biggest heartbreaks you can deal with. How are you feeling?
I mean, now, you know, kind of put it behind me. About to get back in the lab here in a week. About to take son to Disney World, and after that, you know, get back in the lab. But I mean, 2 and 5 years, like it's pretty rough. You know, being right there, the 2 that we've been in is just falling short. Like it's just so heartbreaking, man. But I mean, at the end of the day, you got to move on, and, you know, it's the next year, and, you know, we're just going to continue to grind and do what we set out to do.
How do you do it? How do you put it behind you?
It's kind of hard because, you know, all we know is, like, basically our job is, like, football. So it's just like, all right, let's use this motivation when you get back in the lab just to put yourself in a position and try to do your best to, you know, get back. Because people just say, you know, it's always the next year, but I heard that in 2019, and it took 4 more years to get where we at. So, I mean, it's not that easy as people think to get to the Super Bowl. And, you know, it takes everything. It takes me, the coaches, the guys, the people upstairs, and for them to bring people in to help and for everything just to play out right. It's just like you're not going to snap your hands and you just back in the Super Bowl again. It's harder than people think.
So what's your relationship with your faith in this team and situation? Like, it's the faithful. How faithful are you right now? Because you get there. NFC Championship games, you'd be like 4 out of 5. That's it. 4 out of 5 is insanely impressive. You've come so close. Has it shaken your faith at all?
Nah, not at all. Because, I mean, if you look at it, we still got, 95% of the guys that's coming back. And, you know, I got all the faith in the world in this team that we have. You know, it's cool and all, 4 out of 5 NFC championships, making 2 Super Bowls. That's all cool and fine and dandy, but it's not cool when you're not the team at the end of the year holding Lombardi. So everybody on this team has one goal, and I hope we set out and we get it done.
Is there a moment from the game, what's the moment that sort of plays in your head the most?
It's just so much. Like, dealing with a shoulder. And then second half, I pulled my hamstring. So I'm just like, bro, not right now. Like, please, not right now. And then we're still able to go out there and try to help the team. But, we just fell short. And then you just, they got great Patrick Mahomes on the other side. So, he's capable of anything. And, our defense was playing well all game long. They played well all game long. It was just man, it's just Pat Mahomes, man.
I mean, you had the shoulder at the end of the NFC Championship game, your hamstring in the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Were you, be honest with me now, because we're removed, the game's over, season's over, were you pushing through more injuries than we even knew?
Yeah, y'all didn't know about too much.
That's so upsetting.
But but it's part of the game though. So, I'm not blaming injuries on, the reason why I didn't play the way I was supposed to play. But this injury's part of the game, and a player like me and a player that's part of our organization, like Eric Armstead, playing through a knee problem. So, you can't put too much blame on the injury. So, it's whatever.
So what did you learn? What did you learn from this season, from this game?
Man, it's just so much. Like, I always say, you got to take advantage of every opportunity you get in. And stand on that. And it's like, you just got to be prepared for anything. And so, man, like I said, that was losing that game. It was pretty rough. But at the end of the day, we can't go back. And to me personally, it took 2 weeks. And I used to wake up and I'm like, bro, I'm about to get ready to play in the Super Bowl again. And I'm just like, nah, we just lost the Super Bowl. It didn't even feel like real.
Yeah. I think a lot of people out there, you were the best team in the NFL. I'm so happy that the best team in the NFL made it to the Super Bowl. That doesn't always happen. It's so hard. It's hard to win a game. It's hard to make it through a training camp. It is hard to do all of these things and then to stack these visits. I think a lot of people would want to know from you, based off your faith in the team, why is it going to be different? What's ahead? Or what needs to change to get there and get it done?
I don't necessarily think anything need to change. We did everything that we were set out to do. And, at the end of the year, as we talked week in and week out, we always wanted to be one of the teams that was playing at the end, and we was one of those. It was just the fact that, we're not the only good team in the league. There's also other good teams in the league. So, when it meet, who's going to be the best team at the time and who's going to make the more plays and who's going to, just go out there and have a better game. And, they had the better game at the time, and they won.
You're saying no changes, but your Instagram changed. I saw your username went from 99 problems to 1 Deebo Senior. What is that? Is there a number change in your future? What's happening here? This looks pretty good. What is this?
If you look on Instagram, my son's name is Deebo Jr.
Okay. So that's what that, good. So that's what that is. And you're taking him to Disney World, which I love, and you're getting all the quality time with Tyshawn, which we also love to see. I Googled, you're coming on, so I Googled your name. Here's the headlines. 3 of the 4 headlines when you Google your name. Why the Niners should trade Deebo Samuel before the draft. Why Deebo Samuel could be traded this offseason. Why trading Deebo Samuel this offseason is becoming more of a realistic move for the Niners. What is that?
No idea. If I knew, I'd tell you.
You haven't talked to anybody about that, right? That's not, this is just yeah.
That's just people getting on the internet, moving on things like
just doing that. What do you want to say about Brandon Aiyuk? A lot of speculation, like you're saying, a lot of this about his future.
Man, my dog, the season that he just came off of and the seasons previous, if you look at his numbers from when he got to the league and now, it's always a different type of leap. And so, man, like I told him, man, I said, hey, man, you put yourself in a position to be where you want to be. For us, he's up for a new deal and things like that. And I just told him, because I've been through it, it's not going to be all fine and dandy like you think it's going to be, man. You got to stay the course. You done did everything possible that you done did for you to be in the position that you done be in, and just let everything play out.
I think letting BA go would be a huge mistake. A huge mistake.
Yeah, I love that guy. I don't see him leaving though. I don't see him leaving.
He better not. I love the positivity. You said you're getting back in the lab. What, are we going to see shirtless selfies? Let's end this on a high note. What's going to be the motivation for next season?
Oh, thank you. Oh, me personally, I don't even think you're gonna see too many workout videos. I don't know. We probably go incognito for a little minute.
Okay, incognito. You do that. We love it. Enjoy Disney World. Is there a character or a ride that Tyshawn's most excited for?
He'd probably be happy to see Mickey Mouse and all those. So he's just gonna be overly excited just to be there anyway. He's gonna be all over the place.
Good. Enjoy that. You deserve it.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm glad you're smiling and feeling good. And it's not the physical stuff, which everybody your mentality, your ability to get past this as a team is going to be, I think, your guys' legacy.
Also appreciate the birthday gift. That was pretty nice.
Always. You're the best. Deebo, you're the absolute best. We'll talk to you. Enjoy after this. We're going to go